No. Here's some, like, in that driftwood right here. Somebody burned that. I like a bunch of minnows.
Yeah, just out enjoying the lake. And I can't see Chip. Hiya, Rich. No idea how to text back to you. Apologise. Just figured we'd try streaming from the lake, see if it would even work. A little down this time of year. We are actually probably about 80 meters down from where it usually is. That's the water line up there normally. So all this is normally underwater. But for some strange reason, it is almost 70 plus degrees here in the US, which at this time of year is just kind of crazy. We lost Rich. Did get a thumbs up though, so that's pretty cool. Well, Rich, it's going okay. Just figured I'd take the wife and relax. Can you hear me properly? Don't know if you can hear me. Appreciate it, Rich. I don't know how to make you. Well, you're a moderator already, but on my mobile phone, I'm not sure how to do the chat, so I can just barely see you when you are commenting. So this is a local reservoir. No fishing poles today because the water's quite low. End of fishing season, but this is a really good place to go trout fishing. It's kind of like a horseshoe shape. Part of it goes up that way, and this island's a lot closer. And then it goes down that way, probably half mile. So that's always good. Yeah, it's really warm up here right now, which is kind of surprising because usually at this time of year it's like in the 40s and 50s, and we had a 75-degree weather and my wife's like, let's go to the lake. So I brought her up with me. She'll be back in a minute. She's just checking out the shoreline, see if she finds anything useful. Looking for driftwood for tanks and stuff. Should be a good view of the sunset too. Obviously the sun has set in England, but it's still quite high over here. Still about 2 hours. Not the most exciting thing, but it's kind of relaxing. Usually there is waves up here from the wind, but it is dead still. Usually like trout, bass, some minnows. Usually as you get in the deeper parts, there's definitely turtles. Not sure if I can see any. My wife just said there was some minnows flying around, but oh, there they are. I don't know if you can see that. Fish tanks are coming along, just slow progress. What did you find, love?
What do you think, Rock?
Rich and Leo are watching from the UK.
Hello, Rich and Leo.
So it's probably just Rich at this time of night because Leo's probably in bed.
Well, let's see. It's 10 o'clock there, I think.
Yeah.
5 hours, something like
10 hours. Yeah.
5.
Well, 10 o'clock, that's what I meant, yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty warm day. We've had rain for feels like a week.
It says hi, Mrs. PA.
Hello, hello. Getting some earthing in. Grounding. I didn't know that was even a Turn's house.
Hi, Steve.
Recently.
Steve says hi.
I wish we
he
were
was
out on
fishing the
our
other day.
kayaks right now, but
Yeah.
we didn't get to go kayaking this year yet, so that's kind of sad. But our friend took us out a couple times on their pontoon boat, so that was nice. But this is Long Pine Reservoir, and there's all kinds of little inlets, and
So
the water's really low right now.
you'd like this lake for fishing, guys. It's a good lake usually.
And there's bass, and they might stock it with some trout. And probably bluegill.
Oh yeah, bluegill.
Here's somebody putting their boat in now.
Crappie. Yeah, here's a guy dropping his kayak in.
Kayak. I think it's a long boat. What do you call that?
No, that's a kayak. He's
That
got
is
all his
not
fishing.
a kayak. Is that a kayak?
Yeah.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah, he's got all his fishing gear on it.
Wow. Got the Mac Daddy rigged out.
Yeah, that's
He's got a light.
Yeah, he's got a light. He's got a trolling motor on it. Fishing box.
Did you tell him the last kayakers had a fold flat kayak? That was wild.
No, I didn't.
I had never seen that before. I've seen a blow up kind, but this was like they rolled
Hi,
it
Emily.
up.
There's a chat in the corner. You can see people saying.
Hello everyone, it's beautiful here in PA. It was almost 70 degrees, 65 degrees. It's been, what, in the 40s at night and
Yeah,
about 50.
pouring down rain. You think you're in the UK as much as it's been raining.
So we were delighted to see some sunshine today. I said we've got to get out of the house and enjoy it. Because who knows how many warm days we have left now that we're in October. We get some pretty harsh winters here. Lots of snow, and what were we below? Like 30 below or 40 a few times.
Yeah,
I mean, it
easy.
was the Arctic blast. So
Here's another kayaker.
I say enjoy it when you get the chance. Good for the soul. Good for the soul. And hey, when it's a rainy day, you can stay in and watch your fish inside.
They're talking about fishing lights for boats.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. That guy had a pretty neat light on there.
Yeah. I wonder what he's planning on getting.
I don't know. I wonder if there's any perch in here. Maybe.
There could be perch.
We've tried fishing a couple times, but I don't think they caught. Well, we have seen bluegill and we have seen bass. But the water's pretty clear in spots.
Yeah, in the shallow areas it's definitely clearer. Got
And we've
people
seen
outgoing.
turtles here. There's kind of a waterfall off to the right. If you show them where the trees are changing to the right. To the right. You're right.
My right, over there.
Yeah.
They really can't see it from
Well,
here.
you can't see it from here, but there is a waterfall in that direction. Use your imaginations, guys.
Yeah, it kind of winds off down there, and it goes a channel goes to the right and there's a waterfall, and then to the left there's a dam. You can kind of see the water tower there.
There's all kinds of trails and
Hiking trails and stuff.
I don't know. Does part of the Appalachian come through here, or no?
I think so, yeah.
We have lots of hiking trails. You see Appalachian. People do the Appalachian Mountain Trail. They'll go. I think it starts in maybe Georgia, and they go all the way up to Maine.
I just realised this guy doesn't have he has a trolling motor on it, but he has pedals on his kayak. So he is
What?
literally pedaling the motor out. I was like, where are his oars? I guess that gives him more freedom for his fishing rods and stuff.
Dude, that's cool. I wonder if he custom rigged that or he just.
No, you buy them like that, but they're a couple of $1,000.
Well, that's pretty funky.
David was looking at them, but I was like, that's a bit out of our price range right now. You'll have to paddle. We have a fishing kayak. It's got a double hull on it, so it's stable, but
It's green. It's very nice looking. It's very sturdy.
have to get a mount for the camera and take you out one day with David. Go fishing.
And then we'll do that a day next week. Here's to hoping.
Got some people hiking over here on the shoreline. I don't know if you can see them.
Which really, that even shouldn't be the shoreline, but it currently is.
Well, if you're going to go out and get cod rich, you definitely need to fry them up and have some fish and homemade fish and
Ooh,
chips.
some homemade fish and chips, cod. Oh yeah.
Yeah, David was
Beer
looking.
battered.
Okay, now you're making me hungry. Beer battered fish and chips.
Golden brown.
Top it off with a Guinness.
Salt and malt vinegar. And David wants to go to a pub and get some fish and chips. That's what he'd like to do. So.
Yeah, David found a fish and chip menu, I guess, online at a local, what they call a pub over here. So it's like a restaurant / bar. It's meant to, what is that word? Copy an English pub, so that'll be interesting.
I went to that one that was like being in Ireland. It was pretty nice. Although the prices were astronomical, and that was several years ago, so I hate to see what they are now.
It's weird, it says we keep picking up people and dropping people, so...
Well, maybe they come on for a moment and they're like, toodaloo. They're like, oh, it's just a lake. We wanted to see little baby fish.
It's getting too cold for the southern lads to go fishing. I'm sorry to hear that, Steve.
What's happening?
He says it's too cold in England for these southerners to go fishing.
Oh.
Well, when you got some north blood in you, it doesn't seem that cold. But hanging out on the Solent, with those winds coming through there, as I remember, they're quite cold.
Gale force winds.
Oh yeah, that's Rich. Rich is a moderator, so technically he can time you out, Steve.
Oh, there's a cool rock over there. I like that rock.
Which rock?
That like skinny white one. He's like different looking. No, down here. This big rock.
Okay.
Little rock.
Skinny white rocks. Okay, there you go.
With all the bugs.
He's taking the mick out of you. Yeah, my wife, I had to explain to her what taking the mick was when I moved over here.
No, you said, my mom is taking the mickey. And I said, excuse me? I said, what does that mean? He says, you know, winding me up, having a laugh. I said, well, I've heard of Mickey Mouse and I've heard of a drink Mickey, but I've never heard of anybody taking the mickey. But now I know. Now I know.
That was her attempt at an English accent too.
Oh, please. People ask me if I'm from England when I do my English accent, so.
Oh, sorry.
What happened?
Bumped my hand and everybody shook. So if they're watching that, they just got motion sickness.
Well,
Oh,
guys, I just killed a bug.
It must be the good time for going fishing because this guy had just backed up and he's dropping his John Deere boater off.
Well, he
in the
probably
water.
just got off from work, and yeah, evening's usually a good time, 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
You know the song, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, so 5 o'clock time to go fishing.
Quite a lot of people here now.
Early in the morning and in the evening. Quite a lot of people. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The masses. The masses are descending.
Well, there's a lot of people hunting up here today too.
What are they hunting? I don't know that it's open season for anything.
Well, I think they're
quite
setting
yet.
up. I think they're setting up their deer stands and stuff like that because
Getting ready.
yeah, there was a lot of trucks on the way up here that were parked on hunting trails. And the mountain goes probably another 4 or 5 miles that way. That's just prime location for people to go up hunting.
Prime. Lots of deer hunting. Some people do bear hunting. There's elk hunting.
Rich says he'd love to be out on this lake right now fishing.
You have to get a license for elk.
Some of the fish starting to bob up on the surface, catching the flies and stuff. Yeah, Emily, it is a nice location. This is probably the slowest this water's been for a while though. It looks like glass.
I like to come to this reservoir because sometimes it kind of has a bit of. I guess it must not be very windy. You get a little bit of. Feels like at the ocean, some lapping on the shoreline, but it's really still today. Quite still.
Do you do much fly fishing? I've not attempted fly fishing, but there is a lot of spots around here with streams come off the mountain where there's a lot of good fly fishing spots. You see people doing that on a regular basis. Maybe we can find a good one to stream from and you can watch other people fly fish. Though I did see Rich making flies up the other day for fishing, so that was pretty interesting. It's definitely a skill that I do not possess right now.
Well, you never tried. Maybe you will. You're good at origami, so you probably could figure it out.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Look at that water, it's just like so still. It's crazy. Looks like a mirror.
Oh, there's something over there. Maybe it's minnows.
Yeah, you can see the water a little bit getting disturbed. Fish.
The parking lot is. We just had days and days of rain, so it's. It's
What's a
mess.
CFM, Rich? I'm sorry, I don't recognize that acronym. Go remember, I'm old as well. As David says all the time. You're old, Dad.
Dude, I had to find out what LOL meant. I don't know. Was that 15 years ago? My friend kept saying LOL, LOL in her emails. I said, I don't know what that means. Laugh out loud. Okay. Thank you.
I can hear the mosquitoes.
You hear them?
Yeah, buzzing around my ear.
Oh no. Not the mozzies.
I don't see any turtles out today. We saw turtles out earlier. That was a different lake though. Canadian Fishing Musical Channel. Huh.
Oh. That's funky.
Didn't know there was such a thing.
Neither had I would love to go up to Canada though. We've been up to Niagara Falls a couple times. Beautiful. We went to Niagara on the lake. That was really pretty.
Don't
We
know
went
if you
in
can
the fall with all the.
see that nice boat over there getting ready to go out. He's got a couple of rods.
Yep.
Looks like he's going to get some good fish. Kayakers, they kind of vanished down the road there. So
Down the road.
down the road, yes.
They got in the boat and now they're down the road.
They went round the corner.
Well, maybe they're in a hovercraft. I don't know.
It's kind of got cloudy and overcast now. Can't really see the sun. It does look pretty cool over there.
I hope we get a pretty sunset. We had a gorgeous sunset yesterday at the lake.
Though with all these clouds, we should get a pretty decent sunset because it should reflect off of it rather than a blue sky.
Sometimes you think you're going to get a gorgeous sunset and you get nothing. And sometimes, the other day, it was gray and rainy all day. And we were just driving and then all of a sudden this gorgeous sunset appeared. And I was like, I was not expecting this. Wow. Nothing like a beautiful sunset.
So you're just chilling at home with the missus tonight, are you, Rich? After your adventure for your anniversary week.
How many years?
I think he said 7 they've been together, and 2 years anniversary if I read it correctly. But that's my dyslexia showing up, so I probably got it wrong. They went to Southsea.
Oh, cool. There were you.
Yeah, well, yeah. Spent many years in Southsea. 7 years, and they're just chilling. There you go. I knew it was 7, but I didn't remember if that was the anniversary or being together.
Been to Cornwall, loved it there. And I was at Bognor Regis, and that
Southend.
was really pretty.
Not Southsea. Okay, whatever. I'm tired.
So Southend?
Yeah.
So that's not anywhere near Southsea?
No.
Ah, okay. Forgive him, forgive him.
That'll give you a good chuckle, mate.
The Englishman with the dyslexia.
Well, it's...
Well, it had South in there, right?
Yeah, it had South in there, and it went by fast on the reel. And
Michael, I have a cousin named Tad, and he'd always call him Chad. I'm like, who are you talking about? Yeah, your cousin Chad. I'm like, you mean Tad?
can you see any of the full colours on the camera, or is it too far away? The trees are starting to turn over here. Yeah, my dyslexia gets in my way sometimes, and